All right, should we get this going?
Sure.
All right, sweet.
So everyone, we've got the guys from AEdge Trading Bots. They're launching a new project in the next coming weeks, and yeah, they're going to tell us a little bit about it. Tell us a little bit about trading bots, and should be a good one. Over to you guys.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll start. I'm Richard. I'm 56 years old. I'm from Alabama. I originally started my first business May of '92. Grew that into 4 businesses. Sold my last one March 21st of 2021. And Edge, I started in crypto in 18. Edge was just a paid signals group. I had several traders that worked with me, and we gave some pretty good signals, and people were thrilled. But due to the regulations and the different things going on with crypto at the time, we kind of kept getting hassled from people and didn't know what the regulations were going to be, so we kind of let it go and shut it down. But April 20 of 2020, actually incorporated Edge Capital Incorporated, became the first crypto business in Alabama. And that's how Edge came about. Daniel?
Yeah, I can introduce myself. I'm Daniel. I'm 37 years old. I'm married. I got 4 kids, and I'm from Norway, as stated before. So I'm also a strategist. I have about 15 years of experience in the markets. It's all from forex, stocks, indices, commodities, and all the shebangs. I've tested everything. So if you're wondering about some indicators, I can probably help you on that front. I met Richard through Alpha Society, the Alpha Group. I'm a co-founder for as well, and I'm also the CTO and the project manager of Edge.
Yeah, hello. My name is Marius. I'm 38 years old. I also live in Norway with my girlfriend, and I have a 2-year-old daughter. I work full-time as a principal engineer for a Norwegian tech company, and I've been a professional developer for about 20 years, but I've been coding in almost every language since I was about 13. I also do DevOps, I do infrastructure setup, I do machine learning, and I also do some data analysis. Also, I am, I guess you can call me a hobby artist because I also created the 3D models for the NFT. So I'm doing that as well. So yeah.
Yep, exactly. And we also have 2 other on the team as well, which unfortunately couldn't attend today. We have a guy from Sweden. He's our strategist. He's going to be producing our strategies for the NFTs. He's a data scientist and also a part of the Pine Coders on TradingView as well. And also we have another backend developer. His name is Jag, and he's 26. He's been developing for about six years, and he's working in a book publishing firm handling stock tracking, retail, e-commerce, and account softwares. So unfortunately, they are not here today, but that's how it is. So maybe you guys want to know what the project is about. Do you want to speak a little bit about the project, Richard?
Sure. It's we come up with an ideal of doing a dual-based income for the project. One being the trading strategy that is built into it, and then 2, the price of the NFT itself. And we mainly wanted to reach out more to traders who don't have time to learn to trade and people who want to get into the NFT space and trading. We just felt like that would be our biggest group to reach out to, and be able to reach the masses this way.
That sounds super cool.
Yeah.
So I guess Fisher, I've known you for, I guess, a while now, and just from CC and everything. So I'm kind of curious. You were talking about how a while ago you had a group that had signals for trading. Kind of curious what your transition was from that to NFTs, and then from NFTs, kind of how you came up with the idea for AEdge trading.
Well, when I came into the space in 2018, I actually joined this trading group, and a guy named Dark Energy was there. Super trader when he wasn't high. he stayed high most of the time, though, I found out. But he was ripping people off. I found out that he was ripping people off in this group. So I kind of I became friends with him, but then I started transitioning into taking the group over myself, and just tried to make a bunch of people's money back. But in the NFT space, I just it just kind of popped in, with Neo Tokyo, I guess, is where I got interested in it, and joined Crypto Collective, and then it was on from there. Made a lot of mistakes buying NFTs, and learned a lot of lessons. But on Edge, and where we came up with this project, we're talking with Daniel. We became pretty close friends, and we were kind of sharing our background. And I told him about Edge, and I told him, but I really want to open Edge back up and build either a token or something to help people make some funds. And then we just kind of collaborated together and came up with the ideal of, hey, let's combine the trading and the NFTs and see where we can take it.
Yeah, sounds definitely like a very organic kind of idea, and I think it's I think it's a really good idea too, because especially with the bear market right now, we see a lot of people that are really deep into NFTs that all of a sudden they're not making money anymore. So having the ability to have that second source of income or second way of making money is really valuable, especially right now.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping to be able to do, is bring people the opportunity to make funds even in a bear market. We figured if we could get this scalping strategy tuned in and just fine tune it to where it's working really well, that you can put some funds in there and just let it run and still generate more Bitcoin while the market's down. And then when the market goes back up, it's just really going to increase your overall portfolio, both with the NFT and your Bitcoin. And no one's going to want to sell the NFT if it's making Bitcoin while the market's down, and then all of a sudden we start another bull run. I don't see anyone wanting to sell it unless they're just desperate for funds,
Yeah.
And I could be wrong.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I was going to say, why sell something that's making you money?
Exactly.
So do you guys want to go a little bit, just kind of go into just how the bot works, how it interfaces with the NFT, just a little bit of that stuff?
Yeah. Do you want to take this, Marius, or do you want me to take it?
No, I guess I can take it. So
Cool.
the idea is that you mint the NFT, and we want to have all functionality ready from day one. So basically, when you mint NFT, even before we reveal the actual 3D model and everything, you will be able to go to our homepage and connect with your wallet and basically verify through a collab land mechanism that you own it, and that will grant you access to able to put in your details. So what we need from you is the centralized exchange API keys and some settings, basically what percentage you're willing to risk on every trade, and also a maximum dollar amount that you're willing to risk on every trade. And when those things are set up, the bot basically will start trading for you whenever it gets signals from the strategy. So that's all that you need to do. We're looking at Bybit exchange at launch, but we're planning to add as many central exchanges as we can, just to like diversify everything towards our users, basically. So that's the plan on how it's going to work. I don't know if there's any more details to say about that.
No, I think you got it perfectly.
Yeah,
So
and I
you're
guess,
actually
you're good.
so you're actually trading on your own account. So we're not holding any funds for you guys. That's all on you.
Yeah, and I think one of the other cool aspects about ANA being a centralized exchange versus a decentralized exchange like Uniswap is that on a centralized exchange, for the most part, there's basically no fees on your trades. You might pay a very, very small fee, so that gives you the ability to make potentially a lot of trades for a small profit instead of a few trades for a lot of profit.
Yeah, we're looking at the compounding effect. So there will be, we're still tuning this. Anton is still tuning the strategy, but his estimates is around 5 to 10 signals per day. Not all signals will be finished to an actual long or short position, but you can expect that it will be at least a few trades per day, but not every day, because some days just there's no signals to be found as profitable. So with the compounding effect, like if it manages to get 1 to 2%, then it's going to be huge over time. So yeah.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is too, it is a scalping strategy, but if it sees the market is going to continue going in that direction, it will stay in the trade for you, and then have a protection there to save your profits once it moves up in that direction. So not just something will be in and out all day long. It's something that will it could turn into a swing trade for you if it's very profitable.
And then I know I missed the name. The person doing all the signals and stuff, he's not here right now. Do you want to talk a little bit about just his history and kind of some of the stuff he does?
Yeah, I can do that probably. I met Anton 4 years ago through another what do you call it? You call it like as a group of people meeting together to make strategies and stuff like that. And we were getting off on each other with ideas and stuff like that. And after a while, I joined Masters of Trading with him, and we started to develop a lot of different indicators, and he's been building a lot of things in the stock market, indices market, forex market, and I have a lot of profitable systems from him. But I don't have anything in crypto. That's why he's starting in crypto right now, because he couldn't actually come into the crypto market because he lives in Sweden. And if you are doing anything crypto related while you're living in Sweden, you will get banned from the banks, and yeah, you can't get a loan either. So that's why we gave him this platform to work on, and he will get paid through the company AEdge instead of getting into crypto himself.
Yeah, that's also the main reason why he's willing to give up these strategies, because he's not able to utilize them on his own. Because like one question that probably a lot of people have on their mind is like, if it's so successful, why are you selling it, right? It sounds like you're selling a roulette strategy or a blackjack counting strategy, but it's like he can't use it for himself. So this is an entry point for him to like be able to capitalize on that in the crypto market as well. So yeah.
Guys, there's a question here from Staff. He's asking, does the bot give trading signals and then you copy what the bot says, or is it executing the trades for you?
It's executing the trades for you. You don't have to. Once the bot is set up on our homepage and you provided the API keys, and the settings, you don't have to do anything else. The bot will trade for you, and it will hopefully just grow your account over time. So you can choose to deposit more funds. You can choose to withdraw the funds. You can also log in to, for example, Bybit and see the trades real time while they're happening, and you have full control. You can choose to sell when you want to. You can buy yourself when you want to. So we're not limiting you to do anything that you want to do on the platform while the bot is running, but we do recommend that you leave the bot alone and just do its thing, because that's going to be the most profitable in the long run.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's an automated scalping strategy. It's a hands-off strategy once you connect your NFT to our website.
And we're going to regularly check for access. So if you connect it and then you sell it, you're going to lose access pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's one thing some people noticed with, I think it was Alpha Sharks. If you bought their NFT and you connect it to their site, I think as long as you didn't leave the site or you didn't refresh, you could still use their tool.
Yeah. No, everything here happens behind the scenes. So even if you leave the page open, the bot will stop working if you sell it. So yeah.
Another question's come through from Dizzy. He wants to know, what exchange did you say it was going to work with, and what is the KYC and or country requirements for that exchange?
So the exchange that we are aiming for at launch is Bybit. They do have a list of countries that they don't support, unfortunately, but we are looking at adding Binance and Coinbase Pro, Kraken. They all have APIs that we can attach ourselves to. So it's just a matter of how much time we have to test and develop everything before launch. We certainly are going to add more post-launch. That's guaranteed. But pre-launch, right now we have Bybit ready, but we can't promise any more before launch. But after launch, we're certainly going to add more sexes to the list.
Yeah, and you can
Go
take
ahead.
it, Richard.
No, I was just going to say I've already been in discussion with Coinbase Pro, Kraken, and Crypto.com.
Yeah,
We're just
and you can
waiting.
also bypass the KYC on Bybit as well if you use a VPN. So every country can actually trade on Bybit.
So I think another really cool thing you guys have going on is the actual NFT itself. I know Danielle posted the link a little bit ago in the AMA questions, but from that link, it's 3D and fully interactable. Do you want to talk a little bit about the NFT itself, I guess?
Sure, I can do that. So I started Adobots as a personal project even before Edge. I was just looking at the NFT market and realizing that there wasn't a whole lot, especially for girls. I know it sounds a bit strange, but I wanted something that maybe was a little bit more cute and adorable. So that's where the name comes from. Adobots actually stands for adorable robots. So they're kind of like these cute mini robots that will like be your companion and stuff. So I had a bunch of stuff planned for them in the future. So like I had a roadmap on my own. I was gonna make a game, and I was gonna get them into the metaverse, and you will be able to play with them on the website and stuff, and level them up and do all these crazy things. But it was just too much work for me alone, so I kind of like put it to the sides, and then I was showing this to Daniel on Alpha Society, and Richard came along and he saw them and he was like, "Oh, those are really cool. They probably sell pretty good if you can make them dance." And like when Richard tells the story, he said that after 30 seconds I had the bots dancing, but that's not true. There was probably a bit more time than that. But I got them dancing, and he was like, "Oh, that's really, really cool." And then we didn't speak anymore. And then Daniel approached me like a few weeks later with the Edge project and asking for my interest to join with them, because the bots fits kind of perfectly into the trading bot thing, because they're bots. And yeah, uh, so that's the story on how they like came to life. Also, another thing with them is that from an artistic standpoint, I wanted every single one. Like I was sick and tired of like NFT projects. Like when you mint them, you're kind of like rolling the dice, and if you roll bad, your NFT is gonna look like shit. You're gonna get like all the bad traits, and the bad traits like look really generic and boring. And I wanted like this bot to like, even with a common item, it will still look and feel cool. And that's why I also introduced like the full 3D aspect to it. So actually all the bots come with this functionality, and when you view them in OpenSea, you're able to rotate them and zoom in and out and like interact with them. And I think that's pretty cool because you don't see it too much in the NFT space. All of them are like, a lot of these generic PFP projects is like, okay, you have a profile picture, but that it kind of stops there. But I wanted to do more with interaction, so that's why I wanted them to be like fully 3D, and you can like rotate them, play with them, and like we have ideas for the next generation as well. Like when we're gonna do the next generation of Adobots, Gen 2, we might also introduce that some of them have the ability to be animated as well as part of the traits. So I guess that's the long story short on how they came to life.
Yeah, they look super cool, and that OpenSea interactability is also really cool. I know there's a lot you can do with OpenSea, and a lot of projects don't really utilize that.
Right. No, I appreciate you saying it. It puts a smile on my face because I did spend a lot of time like making them, and all the I guess I forgot to mention that all the bots that are automatically generated. So I created a bunch of I created like a base skin, and then I created a bunch of hand items, a bunch of visors, a bunch of chest items, and a bunch of things that can be on their head. So you have wizard hats and pot hats and pirate hats and party hats and antennas, headsets, and then you have like rainbow visor, matrix, blue screen, eyes closed, and some texts and different chest items and so on and so on. And a lot of the stuff that's in the hands is gaming inspired. So you have like the crowbar from Half-Life, and you'll have the uh, you have a lantern, you have the Pokeball and stuff like that. Stuff from games basically. Um, and I made a script that's able to put all these things together in a randomized fashion, and also color all the bots in some different colors, and also have a bunch of different backgrounds. So some are more rare than others, and yeah, I'm very pleased with with the end result. So
Yeah.
so I do appreciate that you think they look cool and look nice. That brings a smile to my face.
Definitely. And then originally you were talking about how before AEdge was a kind of a thing, how you wanted to bring these into the metaverse. Is that still kind of part of the plan?
It is. It's on the roadmap that we have. We looked at the sandbox, so we do have plans for that. Not going into too much. I don't want to overpromise here, but like we could like buy lands on sandbox, and also make all the bots playable inside sandbox as well. That's something that we're looking at. Also, we do have some game development experience, so creating a game where you can run around as your Adabot, and like I had like a interactive chat game planned, so that you could like join into a small world and run around and chat and do crazy stuff with other people who own the NFT. But it all depends on like the popularity and stuff, of course. But yeah, we're definitely have some plans for it if it comes to that.
Yeah, they would work very well in Sandbox.
Yeah.
So we got another question from staff here. He says, any insight into the process of developing the algorithms / strategies that the bots will use? And then how are you testing them to make sure that they are profitable over the long term?
Daniel can answer that.
Yeah, I can probably take that one. So the long answer for this one, the strategy itself, it's not going to be a normal TA strategy. It's going to be a statistical strategy, and the strategy will be based on two models. The first is based on the relationship between miners and price. The second is based on how the data behaves in different market conditions, based on the first model again. And this is where the trading decisions are made. I can't go more into details because I can't reveal too much. But yeah, it's not going to be a normal TA strategy. It's going to be a statistical strategy with also some future proof that the strategy is working in the future as well. So that's what I can say about that.
Yeah, so is it almost like I guess this wouldn't really be it, but almost kind of like a machine learning model where it's looking at past trades and kind of predicting, what the chances that the price goes up or down within a time frame?
It's not the machine learning strategy. It's quantitative. So he's a data scientist and a quant mathematician. So he's using a bunch of for me, it's like I don't know this stuff too well, but it's a lot of integrals, a lot of approximations. He's plotting everything into MATLib and R and Wolfram, and he's basically using, like Daniel said, statistical analysis. So it's not machine learning; it's actual math going on that will trade based on the decision that it finds using the first model, which is a relationship between miners and price.
Yeah, and he made his own platform just to get the results he wants as well. So
yeah, he sounds like a pretty smart guy. I don't know what half those words you were using mean, so.
Yeah. And if you need some answers to the strategy and stuff, we do have a strategy
FAQ.
channel, FAQ on our Discord as well. And if you have some questions as well about the strategy, you can post them in there, and Anton will respond to that.
Yeah, there's also already a bunch of questions there. So if there's it's a half-hour read if you want to go through and read everything, and there's a lot of good questions in there about how the strategy works and what's stuff like that.
Awesome. Yeah, if you want to drop a link to your Discord and the AMA questions, people can go check it out there.
Yep. I can do that. Just give me a second.
And then
go ahead.
I was going to say, I think it's also really, really cool and also really good that you guys, you're saying that you already registered your company. And I think for the most part, most of the development, and I think you guys are planning on actually having the bot ready when people mint the NFT. So it's not going to be some long process where people are waiting months or potentially years to gain access to the utility that they paid for.
No, exactly. So that's why we're pushing. We would rather push the launch than to launch without having the opportunity to have the trade from day one.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely important to have that value up front. And then are you guys, I know you went on your background as well. Are you guys doxed as well, or?
Yes.
Yeah, we have a web page, and all 5 members have LinkedIn addresses there.
Awesome.
Yeah. We want to do this the right way. So the homepage, I guess I forgot to mention, the homepage is AEdge.org. So it's AEdge.org, edge.org. Did I post the wrong one?
I don't know.
Okay.
We when we did this, I wanted to do it under my incorporation so people would know, look, he's serious about what he's doing. The team's serious about what they're doing. We're here for the long term. My goal is to make it a long-term business where we can help people find some financial freedom in the process. I can walk away from this project and it wouldn't affect me one bit for the rest of my life. I semi-retired when I sold my businesses in 2021, but I say semi-retired because I had to keep myself busy or I'd go insane. So, and that's the reason we started Edge back up, and we have so many more plans on the roadmap. You know, we're so much more income. Hopefully, we can bring. You know, we're building a DEX, and we have the infrastructure almost ready for that. We're hoping to launch it in the Bahamas to be free of a lot of regulations, and plus FTX has built theirs there, and we're hoping to be able to share more profits from the DEX with the holders also. So there's a lot more to come, long term.
Yep, that's true. Maybe we should talk a little bit about the roadmap. If you don't have more questions about the strategy and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be great to go into the roadmap.
Yep. All right. I posted the white paper, so people can actually look into it if they want to, and they can look into the roadmap as well. So we do. I want to mention one thing though. So we do also plan to link all of the signals on Discord before we attach them on the NFT, so people can actually act on the signals that we're going to post in the Discord as well, which is a good thing for.
Yeah, it's like a teaser. So before we do the mint, up until we do the mint, we are working on it right now, but we will have a channel where we will post all the signals from the strategy to for everyone to see, and they're free to choose to act on them on their own. Also, the bot will like simulate an account, so it will tell you exactly the percentage that it gained and or it lost for that matter, and it will do this every day and every week, and like do a tally every day and every week.
But right before launch, those come down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we do the minting, those signals disappeared from Discord, and the only way to continue with them is to go for the NFT.
All right, let me go through the roadmap. So we are we're going to have a third-party audit before the mint, because we will collaborate with a project to review our contract, so everything will be good on that front. We're also planning to have an AMA with the Kryptoneers, and I know they are also willing to go through the contract as well. But after the mint, we're also going to have an audit with Certic as well, and also the funds is going into a Gnosis account as well, because we will use those funds for a further development inside of Edge, which we want this to be. We want to build a business around the NFTs. And of course, Richard talked about the filing in the Bahamas, but we're also going to have a governance token in the mix as well. And that's going to be a deflationary token. I don't know if you want to go through this one, Switchback, or should I continue?
Sure, I can do that. So, like Richard mentioned, we are planning to do a DEX. When the DEX is operational, we will also launch a governance token. The governance token will have multiple utilities. So one utility of the token will be, like Daniel mentioned, that you will get access to additional signals, probably through Discord. So if you hold the token or hold enough of the token, you will gain access to a secret channel on their Discord, and on that channel we will post signals similar to the signals that's coming from the preview of the bot. So it will be a hands-on kind of thing. So you still need to trade on them yourself, but it's a different signal than the bot. It's not the same as the bot. Or the NFT, I mean. And then, as Daniel also mentioned, it's going to be deflationary. So we plan that each time a trade is performed on the DEX, it will burn a specific amount of the governance token as well. So we're going to load the DEX up with the token, which is locked there into the contract, and then each time somebody trades on the platform, it will burn a small amount of that token, basically making it deflationary in nature. And also it will also act as I don't want to say a DAO, but it will vote as you will have voting rights with future functionality or items on our roadmap. You'll be able to vote on those things with the token.
Guys, we've just got another question come through. Does the bot signal work with all coins, mid and small caps too?
So the NFT that we're launching, it's a scalping strategy. It's going to be only on BTC, USDD. So it's not going to be a signal that's going to be working on like other coins. It's not designed for that. But we all kind of know that a lot of the coins follow BTC. So do it at your own risk. But it's designed to work on BTC.
Yeah. And the reason for choosing BTC at the start is because of the liquidity. We are bringing a lot of players into the mix with the NFTs, right? So we need to watch the liquidity on the pairs we're trading as well.
Yeah. So even with our numbers, if we fully sell out and everything, then we're still not gonna impact the BTC market unless everybody who buys the NFT is a multi-billionaire like Elon Musk. Then yeah, we're gonna have some problems. But that being said, I think we're pretty safe on BTC.
Yeah,
Yep.
I could imagine if you had thousands of people all trade at the exact same time on some super small coin.
Yeah, exactly.
It has some interesting results.
Yeah, I
it's
think
gonna
so.
be it's gonna be a fun show.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Regarding your guys' NFT, what's the supply?
So the supply is 8,192. You might ask, that's a strange number, but it's a part of the binary sequence. So if you're thinking like 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, it goes all the way up to 8,192. So since we're bots binary, it kind of fits. So we chose that number.
And will there be an advantage of holding multiple, or is it just the same as holding one? Besides resale value, of course.
Yeah, no, that's probably the only advantage to hold to the floor price of the NFT, right? So, but we are planning to raise that bar pretty high as well because of the strategy and stuff like that.
Yeah, we are we are going to do a Gen 2 and Gen 3, which will have different strategies built into those. So my goal is to do Ethereum next on the Gen 2.
Yeah, and holding the first gen will automatically give you a whitelist to the second gen.
Sounds cool.
Yep.
And then as far as your mint price and mint date, how whitelist, when whitelist, all that good stuff.
I guess I don't know if you want to take it, Richard. I can take it as well.
Yeah, we're just kind of waiting to see what the market's going to do before we set an actual date. We've got a date in mind, but we don't want to launch and then lose 50% of our profits, and then we can't continue doing what we've got in the roadmap. So we're waiting to see what the market's doing. But for whitelist, we've got a set price of 500 and a public of 750, whatever that equals out to in Ethereum at the time of launch. Then that's where we'll set the price at.
Awesome. And then one other question I just thought of. So with the trading bot and with the NFT, will there be a maximum amount that you can trade with, or can you trade with potentially millions of dollars if you want to?
if you can trade as much as you want.
That's
cool. It's your money. It's your money. It's your risk.
Yes, your account as well. So you decide the amount.
Besides the price of the NFT, there's no like hidden fees or anything for using the bot.
Oh no,
Nothing.
Only the trading fees that the centralized exchange will put on you, but not more than that.
And we've just had another question come through from Gemma. She wants to know how many mints per pre-sale spot.
For the whitelist spot?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to have two per whitelist. Puppies. I love them. Yep. Maybe I should continue with the roadmap, right? Or do you have some more questions?
No, you can go to the
come
roadmap
through yet?
we can see if any come through.
Okay. So after the DEX and governance token, we are planning to build an edge social trading platform as well. This will be you can actually think about half of the screen is going to be a chat where you can open your own server, you can link your trading view signals into, and the other half is going to be your trading screen. So you can actually have both on the same page. You actually don't need to have Discord and a trading station at your hand. So you can open your servers, you can be a mentor for a bunch of people, linking your trading view signals into the chat. And we also have a mechanism on the trading platform. Is our plan to also part of the fees is going back to the NFT holders of the Gen 2 as well. Did I cover it all? Yeah, no, it's going to be leverage as well. Sorry. It's going to be a leverage trading platform, decentralized leverage trading platform as well.
That's the reason we're going to try and launch it in the Bahamas, also to kind of sidestep some regulations, but be within the regulations.
Yeah, exactly. And again, we're going to have an audit by Certic after each launch. We're going to have an audit by Certic. We feel it's really security is really important for us and also for our users. And after the Gen 2, it's of course going to be a new scalping strategy on Gen 2, probably going to be on ETH. So after that mint, we're going to have a Bahamas beach party as well. That's our celebration for accomplishing everything.
Sign me up for the party.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
And we've got some other goals. If everything goes according to plan, we'll share those a little bit later on the party.
Yeah.
Make it even more interesting for everyone.
Yeah. And after all of those points are accomplished, we will buy land on the sandbox and also implement the NFTs into sandbox. If it's up and running, of course.
And then we just got Zal. He just asked, so will the strat make us the money to go to the party?
Oh, hey, Sal.
It should make you a lot more money than enough to go to the party. But that's something that I don't want to, as I've got Daniel saying, don't want to spill all the beans. We have some things in the works. We'll just after Gen 2 and to get ready for the party. But everyone will be excited, I promise.
So I'm sure you don't want to put an exact number on this or make any promises. But kind of based on his history, based on the signals history, is there kind of a estimate to what you expect, like what kind of percent profit to be making, maybe daily or weekly using this?
we just don't want to give any numbers right now because I don't want to set ourselves up for failure before we even get there. And that's the easiest way to do it, to be honest, is to promise someone. I'd rather under promise and overachieve than over promise and underachieve. I mean, that's always been my goal in business.
Yeah.
And I'll stick to that here.
Yeah, one point is that you will be able to see for yourself before the launch, because we will have that Discord bot running, and it will
Exactly.
it will produce the actual numbers that the bot is generating right there and then. So there will be full transparency on that part. If it's -4% that day, it will say -4%, and if it's 10% the next day, it will say 10%. So you can just pay attention to that bot and summarize it up yourself, and then you will see how much money the bot would have made you if you held it. So
And one thing that I do want to clarify too, sorry, switchback, is that there is no perfect trading strategy out there, because you don't know what market makers have in mind for that day. But the thing is, it will have safeguards in place to protect you. So it's not going to like you're just going to lose all your funds in a trade. It can't do that for you. So we have safeguards in place, but it will be profitable for everyone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But no guarantee.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to put on a percent and then have people coming back getting mad at you saying, "Oh, you said I was going to get this percent."
exactly. Yeah, because even if we say 1%, 1% is a lot. Like if you say 1% per day, if you put like $1,000 in, it's not going to be that many days before you're a millionaire. So like 1% is a lot. So even guaranteeing that is something we don't want to do, because people can just come later and say like, hey, you guaranteed 1% per day, but today I lost 2%. Like that's variance. That's going to happen some days, but over the long term, we're very confident that the bot will outperform other strategies and win you money in the market. Else we wouldn't be doing this.
Exactly.
Yeah, the transparency with the bot before you guys release too will also be a nice indicator.
Yeah. Well, that was our main goal in doing this too, is the honesty, integrity, and transparency through the whole thing. And I found in doing business for 28 some odd years for myself, the best way to grow your business and maintain your business is to have honesty in everything you do, a little bit of integrity in doing it, and be transparent in everything you do. And that's the reason we're setting the business up the way we are, is because we want people to be able to look into it and say, hey man, these guys know what they're doing. And then too, we want to set a standard in the space to where other people look at it and say, hey, let's see if we can achieve what they've done, and make it more of a business rather than just some project to flip overnight. We're into this. Like I said, I want to help people become financially free, and I think this is the platform to help people do that. I really do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you guys are definitely setting everything up, from what I can tell, very correctly. Just with the business structure and all your plans, it all seems very good. I can definitely tell you guys have experience in this. All right, we have any more questions in chat? Coming up on the hour here.
I think we covered most things, to be honest.
Yep. Oh, PK Fire.
Oh yeah, when's the mint date, fellas?
So we were looking hopefully to mint sometime in mid to late June. It's not set in stone. It depends on a lot of factors coming in, because we still have to make some stuff work behind the scenes. So we still have some development left to do and stuff like that. So also the market is, like Richard said, we don't want to do the mint during a meltdown of the market. So we're waiting for stuff to stabilize a little bit and then we will reveal the official date when everything is ready also. So for now we're looking at late June, but that date might change.
Yeah.
So no exact date to give out, sorry.
That's our projected goal, is mid to late June, definitely.
Someone just made or asked a question there. Are you saying the market isn't stable right now?
It's stable going down at least, but
No, it's very unstable right now. We're yeah, I've told Daniel months ago we're going down, and we're going way down, and we're not done yet. Trust me, we'll be going further down.
Yeah, and there's no reason to force the market either. Just wait for the right time.
No. Yeah, right. I mean, we'd much rather mint at the right time, so it gives us an opportunity to build the company bigger to accomplish those goals we have quicker, rather than having to sit through a bear market and lose 50% of our funds. I mean, that's just not good business to me. And I'm not going to rush into something just to satisfy everyone. I'd rather see the other side and everyone say, man, I am so glad they did it this way, and I'm so glad I got to take part in it, rather than someone messaging me 50 times a day, man, I hate you. I can't believe you did this to me. You took all my funds. You caused me to lose all my money. And I went through that with the trading group, because some people, what I found, traders, they don't always listen to the advice that they're given, and they want to jump in there and tweak things and do more leverage and put a lower stop, and you get wrecked when you do those things. So you've got to be very careful. But that's the good thing about the bot. As long as you leave it alone, it'll do it all for you.
yeah, bot has no feelings.
Correct.
Perfect. I don't think there's I'm just skimming the chat. It doesn't seem like there's any questions. Before we let these guys go, Monks, is there any other questions anyone wants answered? We are on the hour now, and I'm sure these guys have a busy day or want to get to sleep.
Both.
Um,
I'm a boomer, so it's late for me now.
Yeah, it's
A couple
not
people
late.
typing. I just wait and see what they say, and then
Yeah, cool.
wrap this up.
Yeah, and like they were saying.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're good.
You go.
So yeah, they have all those FAQs in their server. Their Discord link is just a few messages up, and then their I think white paper and website are up there too.
Yeah. If you can't find it, it's on our site as well, under the information tab.
Last question I've got is whitelists for the monks. Are you guys able to sort out our community? Because I think you're going to have a fair few of us minting.
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
Daniel has the answer, I guess.
Yeah. How many do you need? is the question, right? Yeah, and I also added Collabland, and I added CryptoMonks in there as well. So you're actually the first community to be listed as a CryptoMonk in there, or any other NFT project. I mean, so that's pretty cool.
Cool. Maybe we'll have a chat about the whitelist allocations in our group chat, and then we'll get a number from you guys, and we can when we know, we can get that going and get them filled for you.
Okay, sounds awesome.
Were it you, Postmaster, that kicked me in poker? Damn. Okay. Yeah. No, thanks for having us. If there's any more questions, just post them into our Discord or Yeah, or DM us. We will gladly answer anything.
Yeah, we jump in VC all the time, so we're always in there.
And this was recorded as well, so if anyone missed it or if you came in late, we'll be putting this in the holder or in the recording, the AMA recordings, and then I think we'll be sending it off to you guys too.
Great. Yep. Perfect.
All right, guys. Appreciate you having us, and look forward to the mint.
It was great talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you
Guys,
guys later.
thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Bye
Bye-bye.
later.